to another episode of 507 Garage. Happy Thanksgiving. Today is Thanksgiving Day, November 26th. So after everybody finished eating, I had the energy and motivation to kind of going over mentally and with the family some of the things that we were thankful for. Gave me motivation to try to record an episode today in regards to basically the continuation of the front bumper where I'm making the canards, and I want to also include or make kind of a lip to splitter piece to it that eventually will tie into the canards. So this will be my attempt to try to see how it goes. So if I waste material, then I waste it, but I will be learning along the way. And you guys get to see, my trial and errors pretty much up to that point. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be using this cardboard. It's pretty decently the length of the bumper and how wide I want it to be, along with the canards and things like that. So I'll be using that to kind of start off. Warning, I'm on my Thanksgiving attire, so I got my flip-flops, just relaxing clothes. So if you see the attire and you're like, what's going on there? That's why. So without any more explanation, let's get to it. So I went and I took the sheet of fiberglass and cut it. I am not really calculating anything. As I'm learning, I'm not really taking any good calculations. I'm just kind of going with what's in my head and going for it. As I get better, most likely, I'll have more of a structure behind it, how to cut the material so that everything's uniform and well thought out and everything. But right now, I'm just kind of going with an eyeball effect and see how that goes. So I'm gonna start applying resin, but the way that I'm planning on laying the sheets of fiberglass is gonna be something like this, down like that. And I'm gonna make sure that it's wet enough to the point that I'm gonna apply it in a way that it's wet enough so that it actually attaches to the cardboard as well. And that's why I cut it into pieces. So I can actually layer it how I want, shift it, and then most likely I'll have one piece there, another piece here, and one in the middle. And then I should have another extra layer that I can apply or put down later. folks, so that's the second coat. I put 2 layers of fiberglass sheet, and I try applying resin as much as I could. This is just initially to get the mold of the lip splitter, if you will, and I'll take it from there. The canards still need to have more alignment. As you can tell, this one looks bigger, or the gap between the 2 canards is bigger than the one here. And that's because the canard that is on the top needs to be shifted up. The back piece here needs to be moved up. But I just wanted it to actually just, with the resin, basically get attached to the bumper, so I wouldn't have to, you know, MacGyver my way into holding it up while the resin dried. So again, 2 layers of fiberglass sheet. In areas where I had to cut the sheet, I added another one. As you can tell, this one doesn't have as much resin as like this section here. So I ran out of resin, so I would need to go and buy some, and because it's Thanksgiving, none of the locations or stores that would normally sell them are open. So I would have to go back and get them. So by then this thing should be dry to a more satisfactory condition. Should be much harder. And then I can start thinking of how I want to cut this. But if you can imagine, I mean, I ran it all the way back here. I still need to figure out what I'm gonna do here. But I ran it all the way back here just to see if I can maybe cut this off and then just leave this splitter here. The goal is basically to align this piece here better with the body of the car. So it will be in technicality, it will be pretty much 3 canards. Well, not 3 canards, 2 canards, and then this here. Here I didn't run it all the way back, I don't know why. So I'll have to run through this again and add more resin here. But as you see, you know, the back of these canards are not attached. I have my MacGyver way of holding everything down. I put weight here. Since the bumper needed to be aligned, or there was some heat that affected it, so it wasn't necessarily sitting flat. So I try to flatten it as much as I could, as you can tell, on both sides there. So I'm using this to basically provide support on the bottom while I apply something heavy. And the same thing goes here. Got some speakers and some boxes, basically to give stability to that corner since my table's not long enough. But yeah, so this should dry pretty quickly. And then I should be able to then apply more material here. I think the next thing I will apply is, well, we'll see how it finishes first, and then I can decide what else I need to do to it. But if you can get an idea, the areas where it's dark is where I would like for the splitter to be. I would need to bring more of it this way, kind of a 90-degree angle all the way back here, and then turn right here, and then just go straight this way. That's what I'm trying to do, and then turn that way again. So that's what I'm trying to do for the splitter. Splitter lip combo. But yeah, I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna do anything back here to extend this. Either extend it or make it part of the bumper. If I end up putting it and making it part of the bumper, that way I can use a splitter holder and maybe apply, I don't wanna call it laminated, but a different material on the bottom of this. I have a hard motorsport diffuser for the BMW E92 or E90 4-door version. And I will probably post it here once I know what the material is. But the goal is to apply that material to the bottom of this here, so then I can give it a little more strength. But again, one of the biggest things that I'm trying to do is turn all of this into carbon composite. So pretty much, as long as I can get as long as I can get this to to fit perfectly, I can then try to turn this into a mold. The canards, the lip splitter combo, and then turn that into a carbon composite. And see if when I do that, when I turn that into a carbon composite, give it more strength, and probably apply a layer of not necessarily thin metal, but something in between. I know some people use plywood, but apply a thin layer just to kind of give it more rigidity, if you will, even though carbon fiber already provides rigidity or strength. But this is where we're at right now. This is how it looks. Again, it needs to be from here all the way over, and back, as well as from this side over here. It needs to do the same. So that way is pretty much a 90-degree angle. And then eventually I'll start straightening the canards. So yeah, I will provide the next update once all of this is dry and once I have more resin, and then I can continue working on this, custom bumper. So yeah, again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. For the support, appreciate the support that you give to the channel, sharing, and I try to post as much in the Lexus groups. I know I'm really bad at posting at the Lexus forum, like Club Lexus and any other forums. It's just because the uploading of the images to Imgur or whatever, however you pronounce that, or that's just a hassle, and I'm just kind of, by then I'm just kind of burnt out or tired to the point that I just don't want to do that. So it's easier to just use social media, Facebook, Instagram, to post them there. But I know people love to see and ask questions in a forum. So I'll do my best tonight to go in and post, I would say, most of the up-to-date ones on my build thread in Club Lexus, and try to make it a thing I do. Just because I know that having those forums have helped me in the past when I either am digging for information or would like to get a step-by-step instructions on how to do something. Like, for example, this BMW 335i, there's instructions in regards of how to get the N54 out. If it wasn't for the forums, I won't be able to get this information. It will probably be lost somewhere. So I will try my best to get in there, provide some information, help answer questions, and try to keep the forums alive too. So again, thank you for following us on another episode of 507 Garage, working on the bumper for the Lexus GS300 Time Attack. And please, again, like and subscribe, share, and help us get the word out. I appreciate all the support. And again, thank you for helping us break 300 subscribers. Thank you, and see you on the next episode. Take care. Bye.